Hey guys, hope that you're doing well. Just jumping in here again, May 7th, 2025, Kansas City, Missouri, USA. And it's, I don't know what time it is, 4 something in the afternoon, something like that, 4:30. It's going on 5, I don't know what time it is. Anyway, if you are new, my name is Shannon Hensley, and I'm glad to have you. I don't know how you found this channel, but it's very intense. I won't hold back, and I feel energy, and I'm known to be very, very sharp at times. And I don't think that I'm anything. I just feel the energy that way. It's a specific type of work that I do here on this platform. We just attack wicked types of energies that are hurting people in this earth realm. And it's a no tolerance channel. I mean, when somebody's trying to do something crazy to your life, nobody wants to put up with that kind of stuff. And we're dealing with a lot of people, and I'm dealing with it personally, with people that think that they can come in and intrude on things in your life. And it's wrong. And people are actually raising children in this realm to think that that's okay, and it's not. And God Almighty tell you that children are literally come out of the womb estranged, thing else. And so anyway, I just do a different type of a work here. We're gonna just jump on in here, and my internet's already lagging, and so I guess it is what it is. I really don't care. If you're new, I'm dealing with stuff on this platform. Anyway, there's the artist again coming out. The artist came out yesterday. We had 2 artist cards that came out. One of them was in the reverse. I just did a reading on another platform, and a country music artist was there, and there was a murder case going on, heavy, that was showing, and somebody, the detective, came out in the reverse in that reading. And somebody manipulated stuff around a detective, the detective that did the investigation, or is in the middle of an investigation, is backwards. And the incarceration, jail imprisonment card was even there, and there was murder everywhere. And anyway, there was murder everywhere. If I have to repeat myself, it's because my screen is lagging. It is because I'm just dealing. My stuff hasn't been like this for a while, but just this week, somebody has been caught on my device. And so I just have to tell you that if I have to repeat, it's because of what I'm seeing on my side, okay, of the camera. But anyway, to go back to that reading, there was a detective that was in the reverse there, and somebody in the little slut was there, the ditch was there, the seducer was in the hidden space, and somebody had gotten a deadly sex disease. Or the energy also could have also been read because somebody in the law thought they were a big shot in who they think they are, because they're a detective and could just manipulate a crime that they were involved in. God was going to get them with some bad karma for opening up to the ditch hoe and give them a deadly sex disease, and they're going to get paid back karmically for what they did. It was a huge reading. It was really, really huge. So look, people, nobody in this realm gets away with nothing. Don't care what your title is. Don't think you're going to get away with a freaking crime. You ain't get away with crap. God's got a way to put something right up the backside of you and get the last laugh. And it's not funny, but I'm just saying. People think they're all that in a bag of chips and wear their little titles, and because I think where I'm at, I'm some type of God in this situation. God's God in the heavens, and his eyes behold both good and evil on every person in this realm, and you'll never pull one over on the great one. Understand, folks? We need to understand that. Anyway, the artist is here, and that artist was there, and somebody was trying to get away with, we already know it on this platform, people's stuff. Yeah, it was a cowboy artist that was there. So it is here. It's going to repeat itself. That's incredible. It's definitely here. It came out a different type of way, but it was a country artist. The deck that I was using showed somebody up on stage. We had the Raito come out of the rune back, which sounds like the radio. All of it was this there all over the platform in the reading. So it's pretty intense reading there. Anyway, the chef is here. Could be dealing with a cook involved in something. We have an artist, a cowboy, and a chef. I'm going to take one more. What else you want to bring out here, please, Most High God? Look, folks, I don't have any shelter for tomorrow, and I'm at your mercy. And I'm dealing with a criminal, and I'm in need. It will be given back to you once I'm able to get into a court of law. I have an open check case, like I always say. And somebody needs to get up and help me, please. I shouldn't have to sleep out in my vehicle just because some kook thinks that they can do a crime. And so if you can help me for a couple of days to have some shelter, may God bless you, because I know He is. And I take my rights in what God tells you and I who stand up in the truth, in the earth realm. He gives us rights. And just like you pay into some type of insurance and things like that, and when you have to go and use those benefits, you have a cow if you've paid into those benefits and it don't come back to you. It's illegal and that kind of stuff. And so spiritually it works the same way, and I have rights to the things that are rightfully mine just as much as some of you all do as well. And somebody just thinks that they can withhold from me, and God's going to give them a little piece of hell for doing that. And you and I are told to get up and help one another when we see a need. And I'm at your mercy, and somebody put me here on purpose, and God's going to bust somebody's teeth out for being crazy. Wait. And so if you will help me, thank you very much. My information's down below. We have a baseball player. We actually had 2 people come out, and the builder came out. All right, so we have an artist, a cowboy, a chef, a baseball player, and a builder is here, and a firefighter is at the bottom of the deck. Take the pieces that apply and chunk out the rest. Let's get started here. Why is all this here? Got professional people showing up here in this reading. Could be a fire situation going on for some of you all. Some of y'all could just like baseball or be a professional baseball player. Somebody could be in culinary school here with this chef or clue. Somebody could just live on a farm, whether you're a farmer or an artist or not. Somebody could be a painter, any kind of artist energy of anything, any craft could be out here. Why is all this here? Or there's just a group in general of people out here in the Masons with the builder here and different professions out here. Show me why this is here, please. So we have the Temperance, something by water also was in that reading. 8 of Cups, walking away. It's also water, or trying to go get the other 2 cups that came right out of heaven. This has 2 cups actually from the angel in the Rider-Waite. We also have, here's the little player. Here's the ditch. Look, people, there was flattery in the hidden space. And if you're new, I'll never take away from a timeline. I'll never take away from a timeline. God tells us, He tells the end from the beginning. And so what somebody's beginning, somebody else is in the middle of something, or somebody else is wrapping things up. So I'll talk from different timelines. You just put the pieces where it goes. God's also got a group of people watching this video possibly that can bypass something altogether. By the way, let me just stop for a second. The reading that I did earlier has been withheld, and the last couple times I've done readings on this platform, I've had to get on the community section and give a what for. Okay? And I know better that there are people that are not watching these videos because somebody is suppressing it on purpose. I know that because just last week, 500 people, just like that, something happened. Somebody did a big boo-boo on trying to suppress Shannon's channel, and over 500 people watched one video. I already know that it's being messed with on purpose because I've also caught them doing crap with my stuff. I've got recorded documentation evidence. So whoever is messing with my stuff, you really are under a bad judgment. I know you don't care because your freaking soul's gone. But somebody who is upright out there and you do right things, whoever is behind the scenes, I really need you to go please check my technology out. I have rights. Nobody gets to take my rights away. I have a right to live and move and breathe and walk in the truth and be an upright person in the earth realm, and no skank gets to do anything to my stuff. So thank you, whoever's upright, and we'll go take a look at my technology and my videos and where they're being ran and all that kind of stuff and fixing it for me. So here's the skank here. Here's the slut coming back to do something on somebody's husband, because I know that because in the hidden space the adultery was there and that skank showed up. Which is the beast card. It represents the snake card in this Lenormand deck, which is still at the bottom of the deck, represents a slut. And they're here. Some slut is around somebody's husband. All the roses and all the flattery was there in the hidden space. And they got a deadly sex disease. Person freaking gets around with everybody, and you're not the only one, baby doll. You're not. It's coming. They probably got around with the artist, the cowboy, the chef, the baseball player, and the firefighter too. The letter N is out here. Show me that. So this is a returning to heal something, but they're a liar. Show me this energy. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Could be a single person involved in something. Somebody's got sharks all around. This can be a segregation card, and we definitely see it. Some of y'all being segregated. Because of your high discernment. People don't want somebody to know the truth. They think they found something to go pick on somebody else's tree and use you and me for stuff. Don't think so. Six of Pentacles. This is like hitting rock bottom, or some type of, the flattery was there. So, or evening out the scales, or giving somewhere, or somebody's trying to give to a bunch of people to keep somebody segregated here. It's really going to cost somebody in a really big freaking way. Person's a ditch, man. Person's a bad ditch. Show me more information here. Again, if you are new, this type of energy we look at, we're not ignorant of the devil's devices. Don't put up with this nonsense. People spreading nasty, swapping gross around. And I'll put it in its place here. It's nasty. We want people to live, not die. We don't want skank energy in the earth, do we? I mean, unless you're the Skankies. Or are you the Yankees? We got sports out here. Is that baseball? Four Swords. This is about healing. There's something about healing. Somebody's trying to return, but around somebody's husband. Ninth house goes back to the husband. Wants to be giving here. Or use. Or they want to use because there's money attached to some things out here. Show me this Knight. This is a card where somebody thinks they're all that in a bag of chips. I know you're going to open up to me every time I come back because I'm hot to trot. At least I think so. I'm so inflated in my mind. I think I'm everything, and you can't resist me, and neither can anybody else. And you can't resist me, and who cares where I'm going to give you a disease. I'll never tell you that I'm going to. And once I'm out, I think I'm so hot to trot that you're going to just bypass the whole disease all itself and still let me in. That's how inflated this ditch is in some stuff. So somebody's mind is gross. We seen that mind space yesterday. Show me this Knight, please. That's what pride says. So something about the truth, or the Ace of Swords on somebody in that reading. There's the King of Pentacles. A lot of nasty stuff came out with this King of Pentacles. Around rotten, nasty energy was there on him. And if you're upright, you're upright. Something at work could be out here around something going on. But the sword, the truth, and all that cutting energy kept coming out yesterday. And the word cut came out in that reading as well. But in the hidden space, somebody did learn information. Somebody knew something that was going on. It was bad karma coming on somebody. And again, somebody getting some sex disease. You better bang it hard. It better be the best sex you ever had, because that's it. Your whole britches gonna fall off at that point. Nobody will want to take you in or nothing at that point. Somebody crazy out here, and what's going on at work, or somebody's husband that has a meaning of a husband out here. They are returning. They are a single person. Something's already happened with this relationship in an adulterous affair with this individual, the skank, and they're trying to heal something because there's money around something out here. Okay, whether they're known or not, it's showing up out here. This is a loyalty situation underneath this King of Pentacles. So the truth about this little player is out here, and somebody knows about some stuff with it. or a group of people do, or now all these people, maybe all these people, again, sleeping with the person thinking that they're the only one, and people got swapping nonsense going on out here. This is the pictograph of the sperm, so it is sexual out here. It is sexual out here. Show me more information. Show me the truth then. More truth, please. The Fool, a new beginning, and the Moon secrets or something at night, and communication coming out here. The truth about communication, the truth about knowing about emotions. So the motto here is I know, I feel. The communicating about secretly about somebody knowing how they feel. Somebody knows. Something has been discovered with this energy. We got big ears, really prominent, showing up in 3 of these cards. Big ears, big ears, big ears. And somebody could be hearing this communication that is coming from the skank out here. Somebody knows the truth about signing something secretly as well. There's something about somebody's signature out here attached to something going on. The letter T. TNT. Is that dynamite? TNT. Dynamite is out here. Explosive stuff is out here. Somebody's going to explode. Actually, at the bottom of the deck is somebody exploding on something that is going on out here. Give me just a second here, please. Some of y'all got somebody that they just think that they can just play you and your chain any which way they want you to go. And there's something about a gallery. Oh no, I'm sorry. That would be with the Sun card. There could be something about a gallery out here attached to something that is going on. The word burn is out here. So if there is something around some type of burning, then what came out just a second ago in that other reading was a picture of a literal fire. A whole building was on fire, which was the bad karma card. And so I stated if there is a fire situation, then there is something going on with it. There is. Look, I forgot this was one of the cards. The firefighter is here. So if there's a fire situation, then there's some type of fire situation. The money card came out everywhere as well. And so somebody got something fraudulent going on around some things out here attached to a situation. So that's a word that is out here. If somebody used dynamite, to explode something for a fire situation, then somebody got blown up then, because the wording that also came out in that reading, the death was all there. In the hidden space, the grave was there, but the death card also had already came out on the King of Pentacles. All that rotting by water and stinking energy was there. So there is something about exploding something, or some type of an explosion just in general that is out here. Something bad's out here going on. And somebody did use some dynamite for some fire situation. The knowledge is out here, and somebody's back and forth playing something. But this would be serious then. We do have a builder out here, and somebody out here doing something mischievous. Baseball stadium, you do have people cards out here. A bunch of people are just showing groups. Artists also have groups of people, just to look at something going on with groups of people, or where people gather, and something about a fire is out here then. Somebody paid somebody off to do something. I guess they did, or they're trying to. Somebody trying to get away with something, or again, somebody's overhearing something about some truth. There's the death right there as well, which has a meaning of a sea of people. There are groups out here attached to something, or obviously somebody's known by artist energy that's out here, and baseball player energy. Show me more on the communication with the truth, please. But somebody knows something, because it was showing in the hidden. Somebody learned some information about some things. Show me the communication, please. Oh, they're bad. They're in rebellion in the reverse of this energy. This is somebody, I'll do what I want, and you won't tell me what I will or will not do, how I will do it. It's going to be my way. I don't care what you have to say. I'm intelligent and inflated in my own freakish mind, and I'm in rebellion, and I don't give a rip what you think that you're going to try to do to me. It's about me and me alone type of energy. And that energy's already out here with that other night. You deal with the crazy out here. Again, they're full-blown beasts. They don't care about nothing. They're detached. They're dangerous. They're oppressive. Somebody got the light bulb going off out here, folks. Show me what's in the hidden space. They're coming back, folks. They're coming back. Or somebody's, if you're in an affair, and maybe you try to get away from this idiot, I don't know, they coming back, or you're the spouse coming back to somebody out here, and they don't care. And you better watch your spouse, because this person's got a deadly sex disease. And so they sleep with everybody, the skank, and they don't care. And I guess whoever's in the affair, going to get a piece of nasty and take it to their home, and their whole home's going to be uprooted now on this nonsense. Better check your spouse. If you know or have any kind of intuition and thinking that your spouse is cheating on you, you better check it out before you spread your britches down or legs or something to your spouse, because somebody is doing something out here with somebody in a group of people. The ditch is out here. It's funny, because when I turned the camera off on today's earlier reading, or one of the, I think it was on this platform, I kept saying ditch, 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 because I'll call it the way God calls it. He calls this energy ditchy energy. And the DCH came out in that reading. I didn't catch it inside the reading. And I was like, wow, God, you actually brought out the phonics of a ditch. And this person is a ditch. And God brought out yesterday in wording, and I stated in that reading today, he said they're following blindly, and he stated that they were all going into a ditch. There's a bunch of people out here allowing some ditch to run the show sexually. Crazy, folks, it's crazy. They were in the hidden space earlier. They think they're all that in a bag of chips. They're a murderer. They care. This is a jock card, so specifically baseballs out here. They're very repetitious in what they do, even with other people. They don't care. They don't care. This is a hey little lover card as well. It's right underneath the ditch itself. They don't care. They don't get what they want, they're going to have a gal, probably. Because they don't care. We don't care either. Look, in the hidden space, there's death out here. Somebody is a murderer. Like I said, somebody's a freaking murderer. They do it for money. Somebody's put that rope around the ditch's neck and let them hang there and rot themselves. Pervert energy is out here. It's somebody's friend, or you think somebody's your friend. This is about protection and loyalty. It is. Somebody's not loyal somewhere. If this is in the upright and you do have a friend, then they are loyal to protect something for upright purposes. If somebody knows something, they're going to get up in here and say, I don't think so, ditch. And if your friend is the ditch and somebody's willing to be some type of crazy with the ditch, then somebody's that way as well. I'll read it both directions. If there's crazy energy out here, it's a yes card if you had a question. Somebody's work partner is here. A light-skinned gentleman is here around a friend. Either protecting, or there's good news, or there's perverted stuff. This has a meaning. One of the meanings of a dog can take you back to prostitution. There's a ditch out here. Gets around, like I said. And somebody's work partner's involved in something with it. Either knows about it, protecting it, doing something upright purposes, or they're involved in doing something nasty with a bunch of people as well. There's death out here on it. In the hidden space. The grave is out here. So a professional, and that professional was in the reverse. The detective was in the reverse. Somebody manipulated some stuff on an investigative something, whatever has gone on out here. This also has a meaning of eternity. So again, we had both death cards there. And then that word rotting and stinking came out in that reading as well. Four of Swords can also be a death of a person card as well. So anyway, whatever all this is in the hidden space, there is communication out here, and somebody does know the truth. And if somebody knows the truth and is going to protect them for upright purposes, and may God be with you, but somebody else is going to have a cow about the information coming out. But it's time for this ditch to be judged. Doing this to people's lives and homes and families and everything else, all because they want to use somebody for money. They don't have nothing to live for because they're going to die anyway with the diseases that they have. I don't even know why anybody in this realm would even want to give somebody the time to come into their home like that. Anyway, it says somebody does want to come and restore a mental and an emotional situation and find truth in something, which that's good. Hopefully somebody can. Look, it fell my hands. It did. Deadly sex disease. It is. Look, people, this is important. Somebody that you are sleeping with, if you are having an affair, there's a deadly sex disease to it, and it's coming from God. Because somebody wants to play games out here. It's going to tear up your whole freaking family and your household and everything else that comes with the cost with something out here. God give you a time to repent on that stuff. He will have mercy on you. But if you don't want to, that's your choice. He says, when I shut the door, that's it. It comes with Jezebel energy. It comes with death and everything else. There's a deadly sex disease out here on this ditch. So all the people swapping sex with this individual, y'all in the same boat, I guess. Look, an embalmer. There's death out here. You better take the skank and take them out and give them the pit, I guess. I don't really know. We already know somebody's a lost cause. Says that there's a bribe out here. It shows it right here. They're returning. And they're going to try to do something here, give you some sex or something like that. Here's my bribe. It's showing right there, but it's coming with a bad cause, folks. Anyway, and there is a headship around, or people known, or something to this nonsense. It says, and you shall not take this bribe, it says. All that flattery was there in that reading. It says a bribe blinds you and perverts you. And the dog, if you go do your study, if you're brand new, also take you to perversion energy. There's pervert stuff. Somebody who plays the drums. We have an artist out here. Okay? So either somebody's trying to come and do something to you for the first time, or you're in something nasty and you need to go to the doctor, I guess. There's an unpredictable factor going to take place out here on this matter. The letter R. Also, this is incredible. Oh my God. Oh my God. God gives me chills. He absolutely gives me chills. So in that reading, this is incredible. The Raito came out. I think I mentioned it at the top of this reading, which is the letter R. But it came out with two runes, the letter R and the letter U. But the rune is the letter U, but it's written like an N. And I said, somebody could R-U-N, be a runner, or I said somebody needs to run. But look what just fell my hands. The R and the N is out here. That's incredible. Run. You need to run, because somebody thinks that they're going to get up in here and give a bribe, and they're perverted and nasty and gross and sick at the core. Somebody could be an RN, but again, healing energy out here. You could work for medical. Obviously, it's also just going to confirm somebody's got a deadly sex disease. It's uncurable. Okay? But the R and the N, person, place, or a thing, first, middle, or last name, that is incredible. So we just seen that King of Pentacles. The next card says a boss. This is a work matter. Okay? A sharp object that penetrates the flesh is here. There's death all over this. There's death all over this. A maladministration. And it was, again, I said so. There's a maladministration here in this reading just a minute ago when we were reading, because the detective was in the reverse. Somebody's friends out here, professional in the reverse, is right here. Something's happened already in a death matter for somebody's case. Somebody thought that they could just have their friend just do some type of whatever. You're my friend. I don't want to go to jail for this because the prison thing was there. And they manipulated the conversation and the investigation. All of it was manipulated in that reading. It's a maladministration out here. Dirty official. A Virgo. Specifically, that also take it back to hospital stuff, just with that house, but a specific Virgo, that King of Pentacles was out here, whether you're upright or not, and your father or your father-in-law. Now, we had your daughter and your daughter-in-law a couple days ago that came out, and things about children that had blasphemed their parent, and their candle had went out, and the wickedness of a person that became what they were in this realm because of what they did. Sorry, I'm just really shook up by this reading because God's trying to get his point across to some people. Somebody is dealing with somebody who is not worthy to be talked to, not worthy to breathe anymore. They are a ditch. They are spreading maggot nonsense attached to some stuff going on. And God said on this platform this morning, if you missed that reading, it is in the community section. And God rebuked a leadership and backed it up what he was saying. That person will die. And I guess they're going to, somewhere going to die by sex. They wanted it so dang bad, God gave him a death with it. He said that they were weighed in the balance with another person connected with that leadership. All week it's been here. You have eternity out here. This is a radical change. Something is going to be radically changed because somebody can't escape what's coming from God. You're not going to be able to escape something. Somebody thought they were going to be a big shot and do something crazy out here and play the role of God, and God's going to say, I'm going to show you who God really is with it. And again, the imprisonment was there. This is maximum protection. It's also a complete success, and God's going to get the victory in something at the end. I mean, somebody won't do what's correct out here, then God's going to do some real horrific stuff. I'm being reminded, the book of Jeremiah says that if you do not turn from your wicked ways, then God Almighty himself said he would form wickedness and evilness around people. He would frame it around people. And if that's how people want to show up and their pride's just in the way and they don't want to take responsibility about some stuff, and I'm just going to hide over here, God's just going to go ahead and just let you be hid somewhere and put a bunch of wicked, evil stuff because that's what you wanted. Stupidness. The letter Y and the letter R, or the R, or the Ray, Ryan, Roy, with the Y and the R together. Raymond. The R-O-Y. A name did come out. Roy or Royal. We have a baseball player out here. Kansas City comes out all the time. The letter O, this is assets and money and traditions and inheritances and things like that. It's also a positive root. Somebody is going to have something positive take place. God is in control of something. God's going to get the last say in something that is going on, okay, with a matter out here. So whoever's involved in whatever, God's going to do a radical change in something in this reading in a really big way. All right, folks. Well, this is what came out. Please, if you can help me, please go down in the description box. I really don't want to have to record out of my car. I should be able to lay down in a bed and have a good night's sleep every night. Nobody should be outside. And this has been deliberately done to me, folks, and it's not okay. So if you can help me, ShannonEHensleyShah for CashApp and PayPal. I have 2 Cash Apps. One of them has the number 2 behind it. And my PayPal is ShannonEHensleyShah. But in my PayPal, I take the E outside of my last name and just run the L and the Y in Hensley together. It's down below, so just type it the way that it's shown. And if you can help me, thank you very much. If it says that it's not safe to give, it is safe to give, and I want you to directly call PayPal and to complain about that, because somebody's deliberately trying to stop me from living because they think they want to get away with a crime. And it is not okay, folks. I'm suffering out here and I need justice. Okay? And for the person who did step up today, that did help, thank you. Somebody sent $7 today. Thank you. It got me a hamburger today, and I appreciate that. All right? So it is safe for you to help, and it will all be given back to you once I am able to get into the court of law. I promise you. And I'll give you a thank you on top of that. I don't want you to do it just because of what's coming to you. God will bless you anyway, because that's what we're supposed to do in the earth realm. It ain't about the money. It's about justice. And it's about a person's life. Shalom.